Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a healthy Keralan style chicken dish, and this basically is a bunch of spices that we're going to be using on some chicken breast. And the dish can be grilled or you can fry it, just depends how you like it. So in front of me I have some spices and I'm just going to go through them all one by one. So this red one here, we basically have got chili powder. We've got about 2 heaped tablespoons amount. So notice I said tablespoon, not teaspoon. Then we've got this yellowy / orange powder is called turmeric, and we've got about half a tablespoon amount of turmeric. Then we've got jeera or cumin powder, which is over here, and that's basically like, you know, it's optional and you kind of add it to your liking. Similarly with the chili flakes, which is this which is this one over here. We also got some garam masala. So here garam masala, we've got around about 1.5 heaped tablespoon amount of garam masala. And then we also have got some garlic and onion paste as well, around about 2 tablespoons as well. And in the middle here I've got some pepper, and that again is like up to like as to how you like it, right, to taste. So in addition to all of the spices, we also have got around 1 whole lemon that's been squeezed, and I've just kind of put it in this little glass container here, or this glass cup, which I'm going to be using to marinate the chicken, because you want to let you know all the spices and everything get soaked up in the chicken. So the following spices is enough to be used for 2 whole chicken breasts. So this will be enough, you know, for a couple meals, maybe like, you know, 2-3 meals. So yeah, you can cook this in advance and just leave it like marinating in the fridge, and when you need it you can just, you know, put it in the oven or, you know, quickly pan fry it. Okay, so as you can see, I've now prepared the chicken. I've chopped it into bite-sized pieces, and now I'm going to basically add in all of the spices into this bowl, and then I'm going to mix it together. So I'm going to add in around this amount of salt. It's 1 tablespoon, so it's not complete, it's just under a tablespoon. Again, it's up to taste. If you want it more salty, add more. If you want less, then don't add any salt. Okay, and I'm also going to add in the lemon juice now. So this was 1 whole lemon that was squeezed. And obviously guys, you can use your hands, but for the purpose of this video I'm just going to be using a fork. Okay, so yeah, I've just mixed everything together, all of the spices and also the lemon juice as well, into the chicken. And I highly recommend using your hands, guys, because you know, the advantage of using your hands is you ensure that all of the pieces of chicken are thoroughly coated with the spices. It also means that you get an even spread of all the spices across all of your chicken breasts, because you don't want to have some of the pieces having more flavor than others, some lacking flavors, and some like over flavored. So definitely use your hands, get involved, don't be afraid, and yeah, like, it will just taste a lot better. However, that being said, I still like to go in with the fork. The reason for that is because using the prongs, you can actually like penetrate the meat of the chicken a lot better, and that means you can actually get the marinade inside the chicken rather than just on the outside, you know, just on the surface of the chicken. So it just means you get the chicken tastes a lot better, and you know, you actually get that spices and the marinade inside of the chicken, as opposed to just on the outside. So yeah, ideally you want to use both. Use your hands initially, and then, you know, to coat the outside, and then use a fork to kind of get the flavor inside the chicken breast a lot more. Yeah, so with regards to how long you should marinate it for, so 20 minutes is the bare minimum. So you can just basically put this inside the fridge now and leave it for 20 minutes and cook it. You know, either put it in the oven or you can put it on a pan, and it's good to go. Me personally, I like to leave it for a day. So if I've cooked this at 2 o'clock today, I'll cook it again tomorrow at 2 o'clock. And you know, 1 whole day of just marinating, in my opinion, brings out the best and the most amount of flavors in the chicken. Okay, so the chicken has been marinating now for a couple hours, and I just sealed it off with some cling film. So the next step is going to be actually cooking the chicken. So just for the demonstration purposes, I'm going to be using a hot pan. Okay, so I just turned the pan on. We're going to use a low heat and just heat the pan up. And then what I'm going to be using is this fry light. And for every spray, it's 1 calorie. So this is going to save you calories. So I just put like maybe five pumps in there. So just let the pan get warm. Okay, so now the pan is pretty hot. Let's take the chicken out, and I'm going to lay the chicken into the pan away from me. Got it down, just going to put it away from me. And you know the pan is ready if when you put the chicken in, it makes that sizzling noise. See, the chicken is cooking, and just let it cook for like a couple minutes on one side, and then just move it around, flip it over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a lid on, and that basically creates an oven inside the pan, so the heat will build up and then it will cook the chicken from the inside as well as the outside. Okay, so I'm just going to open up the pan now. Just going to basically flip over the chicken. Into the other side. And if you notice they are sticking to the pan, then you might need to like add an extra spray of the low-calorie spray. Okay, and yeah, you don't want the chicken to be sticking to each other either. Alright guys, so I'm just gonna, just check on the chicken, making sure that nothing's burnt, making sure that nothing's sticking to the pan, etc. And you can also feel with the, with your spatula or your, whatever instrument or utensil you're using, like how soft the chicken is. So obviously, if it's still like semi-squidgy and soft, then it's like, it's not cooked enough, like inside. But yeah, then you need to leave it for a bit more time. So again, just spacing it out again, making sure that it cooks evenly and nothing sticking to the pan or burning either. Alright guys, so basically I've just lifted the pan or the lid off, and I think the chicken's pretty much done. What I am going to do is, just to double check guys, is I actually just break one of the chicken pieces in half, and then just make sure like the inside is white and that it's thoroughly cooked and there's no like blood or anything like that. So you can see, yeah, it's white. That's pretty much cooked. And normally it's good to do with the thickest piece, so I'd say this one here. So let's take a look. So I'm just using this little spatula to kind of break it, because I can't really be bothered to get a knife. But yeah, you can see it's white inside, there's no pink whatsoever. So yeah, right now all of this chicken here should be pretty much good to go. And then yeah, you've got some of the juices here as well, and you can just kind of leave that for the next batch when you do. But yeah, this is how to cook it, just on a pan. And literally guys, I'm going to turn the heat off. All we used was this kind of 1 calorie spray here, and it does the trick. Okay, so this method here, using the pan and cooking it on the pan, is good if you just want to eat something quickly and you don't have time to prepare it and you just want to eat something on the day. But if you want to bulk cook, which will save you time, then the oven. So to do that, you just need like a tray, oven tray, some kitchen foil, apply some kitchen foil on, apply some of the cooking spray on, put your chicken on, and then pop it in the oven. Okay, so I've coated the pan with some tin foil, and I'm going to use my 1 calorie spray and just spray a couple times onto the pan. That's enough. And then all you're going to do is place your chicken onto the pan, onto the tray, sorry. Make sure it's evenly distributed and they're not touching any other chicken pieces, and then you should be ready to put it in the oven. Okay, so as you can see, I basically distributed the chicken onto the pan, onto the tray, sorry, and I've tried to make them as evenly distributed as possible, but I had an odd number of chicken pieces, so I had to just squish them in a little bit, but that's okay. So preheat the oven you know, just about 10 minutes before you want to put it in. And I normally preheat it to like 200 degrees, and yeah, for about 200 degrees, and then I'm going to put the chicken inside the oven for about 20 minutes, and then I'll check on it like maybe in between, anywhere from 180 to 200 should be okay. And then yeah, the trick is to make sure that it doesn't overcook, so just check on it periodically, and then yeah. And this one's good because you can just put it in the oven and you just need to check up on it maybe twice, and you can still do other things as well. Just don't forget that you've actually got something in the oven. Alright guys, so I've just taken the chicken out. I've just taken the chicken out of the oven, and as you can see, it's all, you know, cooked well, and there's some juices here that, you know, it helps to basically keep the chicken nice and moist. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to show you some other recipes as well. So yeah, there's two different types. There's the one on the pan and in the oven, but it's up to you which one you want to do. Please subscribe.